What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope having a blessed weekend if you're watching this. Before I get started on this first time ever on this channel, Smackdown review. But real quick, just gotta do a quick shout out to all subscribers to the channel and to the followers of Rumble 412 here on YouTube apparently. Thank you to whoever recently subbed. I truly appreciate it. 115 on Rumble as well. Thank you. And real quick, moving forward, if I don't have enough time to do like a regular review, try to add footage to these videos, I'll just do in this format, still images, you know, because it seems like, so I'm going off of that NXT review I did for Stand Deliver. That shit got no views. I said, damn. So clearly you guys don't care for the black and white filters. Alright, so fuck it. Alright. Still images it is. And if I can't do like the regular filters I use for like NWA for instance, then I'll just do this. If I can use video footage, I'll do it. But if I can't, it was too much of a fucking hassle where they're constantly taking my shit down from copyrights, then fuck it. You know what I mean? I'll just do it like in this format like I have been doing. Just the point is, I'm trying to give you guys the best content I can put out without dealing with fucking copyrights, right? Because copyrights fucking suck. They do. I get it, but it's like at the same time, it fucks with my artistic creativity with these videos. Like it hampers down on what I can do. You know what I mean? But enough of that. Let's get into this review. And I'm not gonna break down everything that happens on this fucking show. Just like a general quick synopsis of what happened. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna go through like the random entrances because it's the same shit they fucking do. Like every fucking week, man. It's lazy as fuck, right? But what we start off is with the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE champion, or the last real champion, John Cena. I noticed, I'm like, even his fucking Titantron's lazy. Like, this has to be one of the laziest heel turns I've ever seen in my life. Doesn't change up his look, doesn't change up his theme song. Like, even his Titantron has diminished. How do you do that? Just John Cena. Just bold letters, that's it. I'm like, I get what they're going for, but at the same time, it's just fucking lazy. It really is. You know, maybe that's just me. Where he comes out, he has the new ring announcer mark, where you do the entrance. The last time I'm gonna be here in this godforsaken state, the last world champion, John Cena. Right? Before he cuts promo, Randy Orton comes out, he gets pop, you know, he hears voices. I never cared for that song. I don't care. It doesn't matter how many times they play it, I'll never, ever like it. But he comes out to glaze John Cena, he says, I've known you, John, for over 25 years. You made more Make-A-Wish appearances than anybody, ever. But you know what your ass needs? You need some kids to humble your ass. John Cena was like, how dare you? How dare you try to belittle me and make me feel guilty for not having children? You wanna know the real answer why I don't have kids? Fuck them kids. I don't need kids, especially right now. Like, I'm in the peak of my career. 17-time World Heavyweight Champion, never been seen before. A-list movie star, killing it in Peacemaker. Why in the fuck would I fuck that up? By bringing in kids to this distorted, perverse world we live in today. And then Orton was like, you know, who am I trying to fool? You know, we're in this weird, bizarre world where I'm the good guy, now you're the bad guy, which is crazy. It is crazy to see in 2025. Your hustle, loyalty, respect, you live by those words. It wasn't just some lame slogan to sell your shitty merch to gullible-ass kids. But now I'm starting to think that maybe it was just all a lie, facade. You know, you've been lying to these people for over 25 years as to who you really are, John Cena. And I was a fool to believe you. Then he goes on to mention the American cuck Cody Rhodes. Got no pop, by the way. Talking about badass theme song. Man, get the fuck out of here. I was done. So fast forward. Fuck the rest of the promo. I ain't trying to hear shit like an Orton has to say. You ruined it from that line. So fast forward. Orton hits the RKO to Cena. That ends the segment. So you already know he ain't going over at Backlash or WrestleMania. Or Puerto Rican Backlash. Or Colombian Backlash. Where the fuck Backlash is taking place. Alright? Ain't gonna happen. We didn't get the first match of the night. We got Fraxium making their official SmackDown debut here. They're going up against Los Garza. You got Angel Garza and Bad Boy Berto, who's looking leaner than ever. I'm like, what the fuck happened to this dude? Like, I don't remember him being that cut before. Right? And this was a good tag team match. Right? You got two good tag teams. Los Garza, you know, they've been doing shit with these guys like ever. Like, when have they ever got a serious push? They haven't. And Fraxium ain't losing. So fast forward to the finish. Axiom hits the Avalanche Spanish Fly to Angel Garza. You see Nathan Frazier hit the Phoenix Splash. 1, 2, 3. Fraxium goes over. Moving on, we get a promo from the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Smackdown Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton, who went on to cut a boring ass promo. It's like, I feel bad. Like, this is what people listen to when she talks. This is the best she's been doing. My goodness, this is awful. Like, it just sounds so monotone, just robotic. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing organic about it. You're just like, who's ready for a Tiffy time? You know, like, yeah, at one point I was worried and the pressure got to me. It's like, this is garbage. It's fucking garbage, man. And then she gets interrupted by another shit promo, and a storm is coming. Got Jade Cargill with them muscle cheeks all out and about. She says, Tiffany, cut the shit. Your time is up, and the storm is coming. It's like, both you ladies fucking suck on the mic. No offense, but they ain't doing it. Y'all gotta do better than that, man. Just be yourself. Like, just talk normally. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that's how both these ladies talk in, like, their everyday conversations with their loved ones. Like, there's no way that's how Tiffany talks to Ludwig Kaiser when they're traveling on the road together or some shit like that. No possible way. I refuse to believe it. But Jay comes out to challenge Tiffany. We get a match, you know, and this match had its botches. Jade's still rough around the edges, and I already made a video about Jade Cargill and how to book her, man. Give her the Goldberg treatment. The short, this explosive matches, because she has the physique. She's a physical specimen. You know, she'd be able to pull that off, and then nobody will question it. Out of all the Jade Cargill matches I've seen, her best match, in my opinion, was against Chris Statlander. Like, her last match before she left AEW. You know, I know people were saying that her match with Naomi was good, mainly because of Naomi. Doesn't surprise me, but I've yet to see the match, so don't worry. I still plan on reviewing WrestleMania 41. If people want it, you got it. And I've been seeing people saying that she needs to go down to NXT, which it's not a bad idea. It's just, like, I don't want to see her buried Last Legend. I don't want to see that. I do not want to see that, because in this company they can't push both these ladies simultaneously, so they have to choose Jade or Lash. And best believe they're going to put their money on Jade. It is what it is. But as far as this match, I mean, like I said, there was botches, but I didn't hate it. I mean, there were some good moments, like when Jade caught Tiffany and then hit a sit-down powerbomb. That was nice. I like that. All right, but we're going to fast forward to the finish. Jade hits a superplex to Tiffany. The lights go out, and then we see Miss Caution, Naomi, in all her glory. My goodness. Let me say this real quick. You know, Jey Uso, he's the World Heavyweight Champion on Raw, but the real winner in the Fatu family is Big Jim, Jimmy Uso, no yeet. because he gets to go home to that. Did you see the way that ass was jiggling back there? I said, ah, damn. That's beautiful, man. That's such a beautiful sight. It's amazing. It really is. I mean, like, let me stop. Wait. She walks away as Tiffany confronts her, and then she gets her ass kicked by a returning Nia Jax. And real quick, big ups to Nia Jax. Apparently, there was some roast over WrestleMania weekend. She roasted Charlotte for her divorces, and she roasted Cody for being a fake ass bitch. Thank you, Nia Jax, for keeping it real. So yeah, I was like, I knew there's a reason why I couldn't hate Nia Jax. There it is. Real recognizes real. I appreciate you, Nia Jax. Comes out here, whoops Tiffany's ass, and gets cheered for it. Tells the crowd to suck it. They're still cheering for her. It's the Yokozuna, aka the Annihilator, and then that's it. Now, is she gonna win her title back? Probably not. But it's good to see Nia Jax back. But moving on, we get a promo from the reigning, defending, undisputed United States champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Wolverine, Badger, fucking, I don't know, Gazelle, whatever they're calling this man, Jacob Fatu, and Solo Sikoa. And apparently I've heard news that it was supposed to be Solo versus L.A. Knight, yeah, at WrestleMania 41, but TKO made the conscious decision to replace him with Jacob Fatu because they felt that Solo doesn't have that box office potential. And it's like, you just now came to that conclusion? Like, hey, it took you long enough. I know Jacob has his haters, like, oh, you mean Jacob Fat You? Like, oh, there's nothing impressive about this dude, he sucks. I'm just like, or he's not hood, he's not ghetto. I'm like, yeah, he is. He has more credentials than fucking Jimmy and Jay, that's for damn sure. That motherfucker was out there in them trenches. And again, the people who talk shit about Jacob Fatu don't even bother to go watch his run in MLW, which is the reason why he got signed in the first place, because he carried that company for 2+ years, like 2 going on 3 years, with the Hail Contra. The black flag's gonna keep on rising, as it is here on SmackDown, right? But Solo comes out, he cuts a promo saying how all of you people need to thank me that Jacob Fatu is now United States champion. I'm the one that brought him in the first place. So technically, if it wasn't for me, your boy, Jacob Fatu wouldn't be champion. And then Jacob he's like, give me that motherfucker, snatching the fucking mic out of his hand. Give me the fucking mic. He's like, hold on, I told you I was gonna bring back the United States Championship to the family, with you or without you. Now look at me now, Texas. Look at your United States champion. Crowd cheers. I just told you how over Jacob Fatu is, even though he's supposed to be a heel. You know? They can't help but love the dude because he's that good. He's fucking awesome. He says, this title makes me America's most wanted. This title makes me a menace to society. Good movie. Good movie. But it's been a minute since I've seen that fucking movie, man. Ah, damn. Because at the end of the day, you gotta get in where you fit in. I'm all gas, no brakes with it. Y'all, I mean, 5, 2, and he gets interrupted. I'm like, man, it's so refreshing to see Jacob Fatu, man. You guys had no idea. Like, I've been watching this shit since fucking the last episode of SmackDown I watched was the Go Home show prior to WrestleMania 40. That was the last SmackDown I seen. So seeing this is so refreshing, man. Someone that I like Jacob Fatu. The first time I seen this dude back in MLW, man. So it's crazy to see him here in SmackDown doing his thing, killing it. But then he gets interrupted by L.A. Knight. Yeah. Now, why is he still chasing after the United States Championship, even though he lost it, and not trying to chase after John Cena? Well, you already know why. Triple H, L.A. Knight, he's just a novelty act. I really don't get it. You know, he's not my cup of tea. That's fucking why. He comes out, gets a good pop, crowd still loves him, and I love to see it because this guy has been one of my favorites for years now. the Shawn Ricker days. Then he becomes Eli Drake. Dummy, yeah. Those days till now. Who's been stuck in mid-card purgatory, but he's still over. That's how good he is. But that doesn't matter. This shit I was talking about, doesn't matter how talented you are, how charismatic you are. Just look at LA Knight. Guys, there's someone back there, one of the executives, that doesn't like LA Knight. And that's why he does get the full push that a Cody Rhodes gets, that a Gunther gets. And that's why this company is so fucking ass backwards with their logic. But LA Knight, yeah, he says that at WrestleMania 41, I promise your big smoking ass a BLT, and by God, that's exactly what your ass got. But somehow, you managed to reach the ropes, you were able to capitalize off my mistake, and you beat me. And I'm man enough to admit, you got me. Anybody can get got on any night. But I'm out here right now to let your ass know that I'm here for a rematch. And I want it right now. I'm gonna beat your ass, and I'm gonna get back my United States Championship. Yeah. He then gets interrupted by Drew Mac. And I'm like, you see what's wrong here? All three of these guys, Jiga Fatu, LA Knight, yeah, Drew McIntyre, all these guys should be chasing after John Cena, not stuck in the fucking mid-card. No, that's one of the biggest problems in this company. You got mid-carders, they were in the main events, and the main eventers were in the mid-card. Ass backwards. Remember, Drew McIntyre comes out, says, despite being big, jock, and handsome, and just like Texas, I got some big guns. I've been screwed over time and time again. I had to fight my way back to the top. I had to whoop Damian Priest's ass at WrestleMania 41. And let me just say, thank you, Damian. It's been an absolute pleasure to embarrass you in front of your entire family. And I was going to come out here to challenge John Cena, but before I could, here goes Randy Orton, cuts the line, even though I whooped his arse 3 weeks ago. Like, what is this? Is this the World Wrestling Entertainment or Nipple Wrestling Entertainment? And then LA was like, boring. And Drew Mac was like, don't worry, I'll get to you in a second. But I'm here for Jacob Fatu. You're the biggest, baddest bastard here, and you got the biggest, baddest championship around your shoulder. So I'm here to challenge you for that championship. And LA Knight was like, because somebody wake me up when Mushmouth's done talking. Drew says, this is why nobody takes you seriously. It's always with jokes of you. The only joke is your last United States title reign. LA Knight. Yeah. He says, oh. See, the thing is, I can't even remember the last time you were champion. You come down here at the wrong time because it's my time as I lay claim to my championship. You got a problem with Randy Orton? Take it up with him. But if your ass keeps interrupting me, then you're going to have a problem with me. And Drew gets into the ring, you're about to fight. We see Nick Aldis come out, and I'm just like, why is he still a GM? Got the National Treasure, one of the longest reigning NWA champions of all time, the last of the Mohicans. Why the fuck is he still a GM? Again, ass backwards. But he says, like, listen, gentlemen, we're not gonna do this shit right now. Put on your wrestling tights, your boots, all that good shit. We're gonna have the match later on tonight. Fast forward, we see Brian Saxton back there with Zelina Vega. She said that she's almost speechless as she's been waiting for this moment for a very, very long time. And that tonight she's gonna bring a little Latino heat to her match against Chelsea Green here tonight. Alright? And we get the match. Zelina Vega going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed Women's United States Champion, Chelsea Green. Alright? And I guess they call it the Hervis. Got Piper Niven and fucking Alba Fire, aka Kaylee Ray. What happened to her? what? Oh my goodness, dude. So she went from being a witch to being a secret agent. I gotcha. Piper Niven, she's just there. They're not gonna do shit with her, man. Despite how good she is for her size. I don't know, man. Get the match. It was a decent match. Fast forward to the finish. We have Zelina hits a sunset flip, or they called it a co-red, and it looked kind of shitty. 1, 2, 3, and no! Women's United States Champion, Zelina Vega. The crowd pops because I was like, oh shit, she actually did it. I was actually surprised. So, hey, big ups to Road Dogg and Triple H for actually doing something exciting for once on SmackDown. For fuck's sake, you know. Just imagine that, having a title change on SmackDown every now and again. Man. Yeah. But I do need to cue in the sad music because as I'm finally able to watch SmackDown, the moment I do, Chelsea Green loses her belt. That's sad. That's tough. You know, and then I see this picture floating around of Chelsea Green, and I'm like, damn, when did Laurel Van Ness get all that back there? I don't recall this. This is new to me. They could have treated her United States title reign better, you know, like having her defend the belt at WrestleMania 41, for instance. But, I mean, it sucks, but look at it this way. She needs to move on and chase after Tiffany Stratton, you know, and become, there's no reason why she can't be a SmackDown WWE Women's World Champion, you know what I mean? There's no reason. So that's what her next move needs to be, right? And as far as Zelina, big ups to her. Even though she still doesn't have a gimmick, I'm happy the fact that she finally got some championship gold around her waist, right? And she's living life right now, got some gold. Her fiance or slash husband is back, so she's on cloud 9 right now. So good for Zelina. I'm happy for her. She deserves it. But now we move on to the segment of the night. We have The Miz, we have Carmelo, him, Hayes, right? The Miz was like, brother, you did your thing during the Andre the Battle Royal. You won the whole damn thing. I sacrificed myself for that very reason, because you will go down as the greatest Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner of all time, and have a present to commemorate this spectacular achievement in your career. And what does Miz give Carmelo? He gives him this big ass solid gold Cuban link chain with Andre the Giant big ass head on it. And Carmelo was like, yeah, you know, I like this. Yeah. Ain't no way this man's gonna be rocking this shit in public, wearing this fucking big ass fucking chain with Andre the Giant's head on it. Come on, man. Stop it. Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? You know, hey guys, well, what's the segment gonna be with Miz and Carmelo? Well, you know, Miz being a white guy, you know, he's trying to relate to Carmelo. He's black, you know, so, you know, black guys, he love hip hop, you know, so what better than to give Carmelo a chain, some jewelry, bling bling, you know? Like, I can't wait to see that fucking unreal show, you know, of Triple H. I'm so sick and tired of all these old timers talking about how kayfabe is done, is dead. Yet this motherfucker is pulling back the curtain even more. Like, just, you can't make this shit up. Vince would never, like, even with all his flaws, Vince would never do some shit like this, because he would never want to let people know what's going on inside of his mind. Never. Alright? Vince did what he wanted to do, and that's what happened. He didn't give a shit what the IWC had to say. He didn't care. But I digress. Vince ain't coming back. I know people want him to come back. He ain't coming back. I tell you right now, he ain't coming back. And Brock probably ain't coming back either. Right? Because once Vince was gone, so was Brock. Right? Brock is a Vince guy. Right? And I don't think Vince is going to create his own company. Right? It's done. Like, he's done. He's washed. It's over. Alright? So we move on, get a promo from The Miz. He says he's the Rodney Dangerfield of the WWE. He never gets the respect he deserves. Right? But he says, like, you know, WrestleMania 41 passed and there was no mention of me. What the hell do I have to do to demand respect in this company? I beat John Cena in the main event at WrestleMania 27. Something your golden boy, the American cuck Cody Rhodes, couldn't do. No pop. And I get it. For some reason he gets all the pyro, the entrance, he was a champion, so of course they're going to have him at WrestleMania 41. And then you have Rey Mysterio, who gets injured. But instead of calling me, who they call some schmuck, some jamoke named Joe Hendry, who was an internet meme, who got famous for singing an overrated garbage theme song. And I am so sick and tired of getting my spot taken by wrestlers who can't even lace up my boots. I'm a 2-time Grand Slam champion, and I've won more titles in my career than Cody Rhodes and Joe Hendry has combined. Then the lights go out, and then we see the return of Aleister Black. You hear the Dutch metal in the background, crowd chanting, "Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back." Miz was like, "Who the hell?" And then Aleister knocks his ass out with the Fade of Black. He then meditates in the ring, and that's it. So Aleister Black is officially back here on SmackDown. Another wrestler that Con Man completely wasted. He was in AEW for years and never won a singles title, and I'll never let that go. That's inexcusable. Like, how the fuck is how is that possible? You have all those meaningless titles running around that fucking company between AEW and ROH, and you couldn't get this man one singles title during his entire time there. What a complete waste. But moving on, we see the EST of the WWE. We see Bianca Belair looking lovely, beautiful as always. That's a gorgeous woman right there. She says that she has a couple broken fingers after a triple threat match at WrestleMania 41. Has some hurt fingers, has some hurt feelings, and she meant that shit. She tried to play it off like it's not getting to me. Like, no, I've been hearing about all the boos, Bianca's been getting, and I'll break it down for you like this. The biggest reason why Bianca's been getting booed is because people think that she's boring as fuck, that she's stale, her character's stale, and I can't really blame her. I blame Triple H, who's been booking her like she's back down to NXT. We all know how that went. It's fucking non-existent, right? Never made her fucking NXT Women's World Champion. And the other factor, which does exist, motherfuckers will try to tell you that it doesn't, but it does. I mean, you got a bunch of racist retards out here who are WWE fans and don't like Bianca because of the fact that she is a black woman that is driving and striving in WWE. They'll never like her. So that is a factor. But if I do a percentage, it'd be like she's getting booed 90% because she's boring, and it'd be like that 10% because she's black. You understand? You're not gonna see me come on here and be like, "Oh, Bianca getting booed because she's black is so fucking stupid and retarded. Who thinks like this?" Like, because we've seen time and time again some of the racist retards that go on these fucking unhinged rants on Twitter and X complaining about Trick Williams, Javon Evans, and on fucking probably Naomi, saying Naomi sucks. Fucking Jay Cargill sucks. Saying fucking Obafemi sucks. Saying the New Day sucks. Street Profits suck. You know what I mean? Now, I do agree that Bianca's character does need to change. She needs to spice up a bit. You know what I mean? Like, gotta do something. Give her something that she can sink her teeth into. And I still plan on making a video about how to go about turning Bianca heel. I know exactly what the fuck they need to do. Something that we haven't seen here in WWE. At least that I can recall. Right? I'll make that video soon enough. Right? But what I don't agree with is how people will be like, "Oh, Rhea Ripley is so much better than Bianca Belair." The only reason that Rhea Ripley gets the love and the worship that she does is the constant flaunting of her ass cheeks on fucking Instagram, on X, or where the fuck social media platform she uses. More times than not, when I see Rhea Ripley, it's always her showing off that ass back there, and I ain't mad at it. Go for it. Fuck it. Like, I'm gonna take a look or two, right? For damn sure. But it's just the over sexuality that she's putting out towards the Hammerniggers, the neckbeards, the certain demographic of her audience that fucking worships the ground that she walks on. There's a reason why she continues to get pushed as she does, even though she doesn't deserve it. Hardly wrestles Harley shows up, and when she does, cuts a fucking mundane, boring ass promo. And then the only good promo she cuts is after the fact on a fucking digital exclusive. Like, why can't you do that on TV? You know what I mean? Not to mention, like, Liv and Dom had to carry the fuck out of her during their feud. But yet, Rhea continues to get the protection from Triple H, and Bianca gets shit on by the fans. And is it fair? No. No, it isn't. We all know the game is rigged. Like, best believe, if Bianca Belair starts showing off them ass cheeks of hers on Instagram or social media, whatever fucking platform she uses, best believe the next time you see her, she'll be getting cheered like there's no tomorrow. I promise you that. But I digress. Bianca's gonna be out for a minute, so, you know, hopefully she rests up, you know, heals her fingers, and she'll be back here in no time, right? But we move on, we see Nia Jax back there with Naomi. Nia says, like, I don't give a damn about your shit with Jade Cargill. I'm just letting you know, you stay the fuck away from me, Tiffany, and the SmackDown Women's World Championship. Naomi says, as long as you proceed with caution, walks away. I'm like, there you go. I see why people have been liking Naomi's heel turn. I get it. And I'm all for it. Give her the Money in the Bank this year and have her go on a tear as a heel SmackDown Women's World Champion. That's what I want to see. Alright? We move on. We get a match between L.A. Knight. Yeah. And Drew McIntyre. Alright? This was a good match. I enjoyed it. We fast forward to the finish. We see Damian Priest, bisexual Taker. He comes through, chokeslamms the fuck out of Drew McIntyre. We're at L.A. Knight. Yeah. Confronts him. He says, what the hell you think you're doing? Right, you don't get involved in my damn match. Right, I don't give a fuck what your beef is with Drew McIntyre. And then he gets wiped out. With him and Damian Priest get wiped out by Jacob Fatu coming out of fucking nowhere. Because he's all gas, no brakes with it. Y'all I mean? So he comes through, whoops both their asses. Right, hits the BME on L.A. Knight. Yeah, it's the BME to bisexual Taker Damian Priest because he's done. He's washed. It's over. Alright, and then we see the crowd cheering Jacob Fatu. Mind you, he's supposed to be a heel. Right? He's supposed to be a fucking heel. They're cheering him like a fucking baby face. It's hilarious. All Jacob has to do is show up with his Timu Los Angeles Raiders jersey, whoop some ass, and get cheered. Right? Goes to show you just how awesome Jacob Fatu really is. Right, but now we move on to the main event. Right, a match we all know should have been at WrestleMania 41. Just imagine how much better WrestleMania 41 would have been if this match took place on night one. And all 6 of these men had something to prove. Like, y'all fucked up by leaving this match off the card. And we're going to show you why you fucked up. And that's exactly what they did. Right, got Tommaso Ciampa, who finally shaved about fucking time. Got fuckface Johnny Gargano. Got Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, and the reigning, defending, undisputed SmackDown Tag Team Champions with their garbage-ass theme song, The Street Profits. Got Montez with his bootleg HBK drip like it's 96 again. And I'm not going to break down this match, because even if I did, they're going to take it down anyway. It's like, man, this is bullshit. But this match was tremendous, right? Some people are saying it's the best TLC match of all time, which is excessive. You know, that's over-exaggerating just a bit. You know, it's up there. You know, put in top 5, sure. You know, but all time, stop it. Right? But this was tremendous. You know, all these tag teams, you know, they had their time to shine. They used all the chairs, all the tables, and all the ladders. And a prosthetic leg as a bonus. All right, so fast forward to the finish. Montez Ford, he climbs up the ladder. He knocks off Johnny Gargano, and I think who was it? Chris Sabin takes down the titles, and still SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. Now it's confusing because, like, are these guys fucking baby faces or heels? What the fuck are they? I don't know. Because they're like still, like, their fucking theme song is heel-ish, I guess. but their presentation, like they wrestle like they're still baby faces. So I have no fucking clue, man. I don't fucking know, man. But overall, I'm happy Street Profits won, as it should have. And again, this should happen on WrestleMania 41, night 1, night 2, makes no difference, right? And don't worry, I got some things to say about WrestleMania 41. I still got to finish watching the fucking pay-per-view, and then I'll make some videos saying what I need to say about it, all right? But as far as the SmackDown, I mean, was it a good episode? No. Was it great? No. I mean, I'd say it's decent. Like, no Cody, no Charlotte, a TLC match delivered. I enjoyed the segment between Jacob Fatu, LA Knight. Yeah. Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight was decent. The women's title match, Jade Cargill with Tiffany, was okay. I mean, there was some... Oh, Zelina Vega winning the United States Championship was a surprise. So, yeah, overall, it was a decent episode. Still long as fuck. 3 hours is fucking ridiculous to watch a fucking wrestling show weekly, but it is what it is, and I'm gonna do it for you guys because you guys want it. Alright? So I got you. But yeah, if you watch SmackDown this week, let me know your guys' thoughts on it. To those who go out their way to like the videos I do, I appreciate it. To those who go out their way to dislike the videos, keep doing you. More power to you. As far as the next video, I'll do a predictions video for Teenage Rebellion. Alright, I'm not gonna have enough time to do a fucking go home show review. So I'll briefly talk about the shit that happened on the show on the predictions video. Alright, that's the least I could do. But wasting enough for you guys' time. So with that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect you, yours, loved ones, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty, but most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I'm out of here. And until next time, adios.